here because she believes the same that Biden and Obama, Hillary do, but she's trying to say, if you don't vote for me, I reach out my hand, I want to work with everyone, and she's trying to do that message. And so as she's doing that, here comes old Joe blundering into the scene, now saying that all the Trump supporters are garbage, totally undercutting her at that key moment in the race. And she had opportunities to distance herself from Joe Biden's administration. I mean, obviously she's Veep, but she could have said she disagrees with the border policy. She disagrees with 13 Americans being killed in Afghanistan. And yet she says there's not a single thing that comes to mind that she would have done different. And so these guys are stepping in it. And I think it's going to end up making a difference.
That's such a great point, because right now she's bitterly clinging to Biden. She was, you're right, given opportunity after opportunity to create some distance with Joe. And so she walked into this speech last night, basically Joe Biden in a pantsuit. So when something like this, as devastating as this, comes down the pipeline, where she needs distance, she's just right here, just hugging this guy. And it doesn't pass the smell test that all of a sudden, oh, now she disagrees. You mentioned poetic justice. I call it karma, whatever you want to call it. Do you believe in karma, Governor? Because they have not run an honorable or noble campaign.
Well, that's exactly true. I mean, I think you look at what they've done from the beginning. I mean, even more recently, their closing argument seemed to be that Donald Trump is like Hitler, like a fascist. He was president for 4 years, guys. People can watch and see what happened. I didn't see that happen in those 4 years, but what they're doing is they're really stirring up, I think, a lot of division in this country. And think about it. If they are convincing you as a voter that American democracy will end if Donald Trump is president, you can see why you have some of the problems that we have and some of the things that have been stirred up amongst the populace. So I think it's been a very dangerous game that they're playing. I think it is born out of desperation. I don't think it's going to work, but they know exactly what they're doing.
So everybody's doing this early vote. They're looking at these ballots. There's all these propositions. No one can understand it. They're worded in ways that make it purposely opaque so people don't check the right thing. Are they going to legalize cannabis in Florida? Do you support that as governor?
So this is Amendment 3, and you made a great point. It's very opaque. So this is an amendment to the Constitution. What I tell folks in Florida, unless you're 100% sure this is going to be good, your default should be no. And here's the thing. We already have legal marijuana in Florida. We have a medical marijuana program. We have almost 1 million Floridians that have the marijuana card. Jesse, not all million of them have debilitating illnesses. Right. I mean, it is what it is, right? Not one person is in prison in the state of Florida for using or possessing marijuana. What this is, and it's not even a full legalization, this amendment was written by the CEO of a weed company, and they put $140 million into it. They don't let you grow your own. You got to buy it from them. Oh. And then they give themselves total immunity from civil liability. It's like big pharma on steroids, and they don't have any restrictions on this being used in public. And so if you don't like Denver, you're going to see that all over the Florida. So I would urge people to please vote no. Don't California or Florida. Vote no on Amendment 3.
All right. Read it very carefully, because they're trying to confuse you. All right, guys.